Hi, I'm Roi from Port, and today I'm going to show you how our plugin framework can help you cut down your Backstage development time so you can keep up with the devs' ever-changing needs, even with a small team. From taking months of building a monitoring plugin that integrates Datadog, PagerDuty, Grafana, or months building a scorecard that checks that all the services in the service catalog have a specific rule accomplished, maybe they have a README, maybe they have ownership, to just a few days of building everything above, complex integrations into a usable UI inside your Backstage. For example, the Jira community plugin that consists of dozens of files and hundreds of lines of code can be drastically simplified into few lines of code with our plugin SDK. The plugin SDK uses 4 engine pillars you should know about. The first is data model. By giving you out-of-the-box enterprise-grade integrations, you can integrate to everything with our battle-tested integration, so you don't need to battle with rate limits and everything like that, and then map into your own data model, your own specific data model. You can build your own data model with all the tables and all the relationships to match your organization needs. The second pillar is no-code UI forms. You can build UI forms for your engineers to execute whatever they need, to enable a feature flag, to request permission to an S3 bucket, to create a new service, to whatever they need, with drop-downs and informations from your data model, which then can execute REST API easily, can execute your webhooks, can execute GitHub Actions, whatever you already have built out. The third pillar is a scorecards rules engine. The scorecards rules engine is just JSON rules that check your data model. They can check if a README exists. They can check coverage rates are above 80% maybe. They can check you have an ownership arranged for this service. They can check there are no security vulnerabilities, or maybe there are only 2 critical vulnerabilities. You pick the checks, you build them out with JSON, and then you ship them. And lastly, automations, the fourth pillar, which gives you the ability to create event triggers based either on time or on data change events from your data model. For example, if a service test score coverage is dropping below a certain value, you can send a Slack notification. Or if a few days passed after a PR was opened, you can send a Slack notification or an email to the PR reviewer. Or send a daily notification every Monday or something like that. With these 4 pillars, we are also releasing enterprise-grade out-of-the-box plugin, which you can use or take inspiration from, like dev tools, security dashboards, monitoring dashboards, incident views. We have a few ideas you can take from. But the most important thing is now you can build Backstage fast. Let me remind you of your dream. It's one place where everyone can access whatever they need to work. They can unblock themselves. They can collaborate. They can get the resources they need. They can get the permissions they need. They can understand what they are missing to fulfill their mission. They understand it quickly so they can immediately go back to work. Try our Backstage plugin framework for free before the organization gives up on your internal developer portal effort.